23. Shout out Remy Ma. I feel like all the rappers really showed up and showed out. But I'm going to honestly recap my favorite battle first. 40 Bars versus QB. Now this one you could tell was personal. Not even just from the face off. The way they was rapping with each other, the disrespect, all the shit they was saying was personal. But I gave it to 40 Bars with the 30. I can't really see a round where QB won. Like all her rounds seemed like there would be moments where she wouldn't even be rapping. She would just be saying things that she would do, and then she would get sloppy and stumble around sometimes. But every round 40 Bars was going into these crazy schemes and entendres, and it was just like, it seemed like she was just outclassed her every round in my opinion. And then QB was wilding with the pedo bars, and it just seemed like 40 was just ready for everything she was gonna do. She predicted that shit early, and then QB did it anyway. She didn't even change game plans. And then 40 had that one bar where she said, "Hit your mama with my Honda, that's how I handle her accordingly." Like, she was going off the entire battle. All 3 rounds was packed full of haymakers and personals. And in the third, you could tell she was waiting to talk about loved ones, because that's what QB was doing the whole battle. So her third, she made sure she closed it out with some nasty personals, talking about her brother, her uncle, and the way she tied the whole thing in together with the rape allegations was just, it was masterful. I definitely gave this to 40 Bars with a 30 clear. Now, as far as one of my favorite back and forths, Yoshi versus Prestavia. Now, Yoshi was holding it down up there. You know, Prestavia had the whole gun titles behind her, and Tay-Rock and Surf screaming, and Chess and everybody going crazy for her bars. I feel like Prestavia came out swinging in the first, but I feel like Yoshi was just too lyrical for her in the first. Yeah, she had haymakers, but then she kept sending stray shots at Verb and all this other stuff about Verb and vagina and all that. To me, like, those lines kind of fell flat, but Yoshi was just lyrical and was just barring her to death that whole round. And then Yoshi went crazy in the second round. To me, I feel like that's the clearest round of the battle. Yoshi definitely snatched that round from Prestavia. That round to me wasn't even close as far as content and material. She had schemes, all types of shit. Like, it was like, that was probably one of the best Yoshis I ever seen. Third round to me, that is debatable, but I definitely gave this 2-1 Yoshi. Like, I feel like she won the first, she edged the first, and the second was crystal clear. Third is contested also. I don't really see like any clear round you can give to Prestavia. I feel like the only clear round in the battle is the one that goes to Yoshi, and the other 2 can be contested. So this was a pretty good back and forth, but I definitely feel like Yoshi got that one, and she held it down being on stage by herself. Now, QOTR versus Miss Hustle. This battle right here was a crazy one. They was going back and forth with it. Fire matchup. Honestly, I feel like I gave QOTR the third round clear. The whole angle that Hustle brought out with the props and everything, to me, fell kind of flat. The whole thing just seemed so fabricated, and it was just, to me, it didn't really do much. It got to the point where when they had the fake doctor out there and everything, I was kind of in my head like, all right, is he almost done? Is Hustle gonna start rapping soon? Because I didn't even want to really hear him. I wanted to hear her rap. So I feel like she kind of like threw that round. And honestly, I feel like QOTR came out swinging so damn hard in the first. That round's debatable too. This was a fire back and forth. You can make an argument for the first 2 rounds and going either way. So I definitely will say I gave this battle to QOTR 2-1. Hustle definitely showed up. I feel like she should have just rapped with her in the third. That would have made every single round super debatable. And last but certainly not least, KCJ versus Official. Now, this battle was definitely a bar fest. You could tell because they friends in real life that they didn't want to really go hard on each other like that. Like, this battle was kind of Bill Collector versus Holmesy in the tournament, where you know they was cool in real life, so they weren't really going in on each other. Like, that's the vibe that battle gave me. It was still a good one. I got Official winning. KCJ definitely was up there rapping her ass off, but I just feel like Official's material was just slightly better every round. And you could tell this wasn't personal. This was like a good vibe battle, but definitely gave this to Official. This whole event was good. Every single battle was a good battle. I don't think there was a disappointment. Everyone was a good back and forth, except for, 40 Bars and QB. That was kind of a body. But the rest of them were definitely good back and forths. Everybody showed up.